This is Kun Cassius for IFLTV. Delighted to be joined by Mr. Darren Till. How are you, Darren?
Not too bad. I've calmed down since my little rant.
Yeah, your little rant, as you put it, went viral yesterday in response to obviously Carl Froch's video. So, what did you make of the video? Obviously, a few people. I've got to point this out as well. The only reason that you were mentioning Carl Froch after your win over Darren Stewart is because people like me were asking you about him. So I do want to kind of point that out that you're not just randomly coming out with Carl Froch. You were asked the questions about Carl Froch.
Yeah, and I feel like I had answered them adequately as well. Like I didn't, I kept it real. Like I didn't just go on. Like I know I do go on these tangents and stuff like that, and I chat a lot of shit. But I feel like I kept it 100%. Like in terms of speaking about his accolades and how well he's done in terms of being like an ambassador for the sport of boxing, especially for English boxing and obviously world boxing. You know, he was a renowned professional. He won world titles. He had obviously that sellout stadium with George Groves. You know, it would be dishonourable. It would be dishonourable of me to say that he wasn't a good boxer and stuff like that. Yeah, he was a better boxer than I am. Do I believe I've beat Carl Froch? Yeah, I do. I know I've got the skills to beat him. I know at the right weight. I don't think he could handle my power the way Darren Stewart did. But yeah, back to mentioning it, I feel like I mentioned his accolades and stuff like that in an honourable way. I didn't just go on this thing and say this, that, the other. He's a phenomenal boxer. Even if we fought whatever stage ever, it'd be a tough night for me because he is phenomenal. He was phenomenal, and he's probably still is. So I do have to get that in there before, because I know people whatever and him, but you know.
Let's just kind of go through his video. Obviously, his video was 10 minutes long. It was partly on you and then partly on Errol Hawani as well, which he seems to have a big issue with. Um, but in terms of yourself, obviously, he went for the Masvidal footage on there. So, yeah, just to address that one, really. I mean, yeah, it's just.
I don't, I don't mind that though, because there's a lot of factors with that. When Masvidal knocked me out, not to give excuses because it was a beautifully timed knockout, but mate, I was fighting at a weight I never should have been fighting at that stage. Mate, there was no water on the brain left anymore. Anything tapped me would have knocked me out. You've seen now, mate. Like I don't know, like I've been sparring guys who actively spar with people like Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois, and there's nothing that even phases me in sparring. I don't wear the egg guard, and there's nothing that he's even rocked me. And my coach, most of my coaches, Joe and Declan, can vouch for that, and everyone else in the gym. So it's like, Sarge, you got one knockout up, Sarge, just keep living off that. And as I said, you pulling a knockout up that was in MMA. Like what what would you do if you fought in MMA? What would you do really? Like, especially what would I could have a field day with Carl Froch. There's many ways in which I could just do anything I wanted to do, Carl Froch. And this isn't me speaking like I understand the reality of a fight and a fight on the street, but also the reality is, you know, what's Carl Froch gonna do if I just decide, like exactly what I've said, to kick him, knee him? You know, like if we're fighting and I just throw this knee from nowhere in the chest, he's never been kneed. You know, elbow stuff like that. It's a whole different ball game.
But we are talking in boxing terms, aren't we, Darren? So I know what you're saying, but if you two were to have a
Oh,
fight,
100%. If I was to fight Carl Froch in boxing, as I've said, be a terrible night for both of we. I strongly believe I beat him right now if we could get the weight and the money correctly. But I'm not saying anything other than like, yeah, I understand what kind of night it'd be for me. I really do. I'd have to have 12 weeks. I'm gonna get back in the gym as of next week. I'm going away for a few days. I've told my coach just need to rest my hand a little bit. I've got no other injuries. I feel great. I haven't even had a drink after this fight. Like usually, I have a little drink and that to celebrate. But I want to keep my weight down, and just in case they come calling, because it's all hot stuff right now. So I've had a conversation with my manager and my coaches. I just want to have a little week off too, just enjoy a little holiday, because I've been in camp since January, since the fight got cancelled for March. So I need a 12-week camp for Carl Froch if it was to become a reality, but I don't think it's going to become a reality right now. There's other options on the table, especially if I want to do August and stuff like that. But I'm just here, like, where's the credit, man? I'm just here saying I'll fight a former fucking absolute, like, Jake Paul's not fighting Carl Froch, is he, mate? Like, look who Jake Paul's fighting, and look who I'm willing to fight. Like, win, lose, or draw. Like, you have to respect it. Come on, at the end of the day, if you don't like me or you do like me, you have to respect it with the willingness to just fight anyone. It's like nothing's changed since the UFC. Ask me close friend Brendan. He's killer's row in the UFC. Do you know what I'm saying? People even talking about my last loss in the UFC was against Streakers, that it should be fucking, because he's just storming through everyone, beating Adesanya, knocking them all down, Strickland and that. And look at the fight I had with him. So you have to respect that I'm willing to just fight Carl Froch on my third pro fight. Come on, I don't care if he's been retired a while now. You have to respect it.
Yeah, listen, Darren, I know you, and I know when you say you'll fight someone like Carl Froch, I know 100%, no doubt in my mind, you absolutely would do it. The point I was making, though, if you're fighting him in a boxing fight, Darren, you can't kick him. You can't use those MMA things, can you? So
Mate, come
you
on.
can't do it.
Of course. One thing about me is I live by the sword and I die by the sword, and I'm an honourable man. I think everyone knows how honourable I am. I know I say things, sometimes I say things before, I think, I speak before I think, whatever you call it. But at the end of the day, mate, at the end of the day, like, just out of pure morality, just out of me morals. Everyone who's my friend and my family know the type of guy I am in terms of, like, where my morals are at in life and stuff like that. And just out of pure honour and morals, are you not going to let me get across, mate? No, like, just, oh, what are you doing? And then you snarl me, is right. uh, I just, I would never, ever, ever dream of doing that, just because what I'm having to cheat to win now. Like, it's tactics at the end of the day. Tommy Fury still doesn't get that, does he, in his thick skull? It just out of just pure honour and morality, I would never do that. I'm pure, I want to get paid, man's on bricks. I need some money.
Darren, talking of money, well, a point that Carl Froch made in that video, he said that he doesn't believe that the money's there for the pair of you for this to happen. What do you think about that?
I think maybe initially it wasn't, yeah. But I think now the way the hype and the interest is, the money could be there. It could get put up. Imagine a massive fight between me and Carl Froch somewhere in the UK. Do you know? I've sold out every arena I've done with the UFC when I've been main events. Like, it's when I fought at the Echo Arena in 2018, there was 75,000 clicks for tickets. That sells out a stadium, Anfield. So it's like, I sell out places and so does he. So the money, could be there. But as I say, let's build on it. I'm on a fight in August now against, hopefully I can get someone, who I've mentioned in the past. And maybe we could do winter time and gives him enough time to train now. And maybe, get more shit on that fucking nose of his,
Can
isn't
you,
it?
yeah, can you hear me? Just cut out for a second.
Isn't it?
I've got you back. Um, just
Yeah,
go,
yeah, yeah.
just going back to
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
just
Yeah.
just going back to your video that you put out yesterday. You did make several references that if you see Carl Froch, that situation might not kind of go well. You stand by that, yeah?
I'll just scare him. Like, yeah, obviously, I'll just come up to him and say, "What have you been saying?" And then it's on him. Like, it's on him. Like, I'll just come up and I'll just terrify him. I'll say, "Come ahead, let's go, me and you are now." And if I'm hyped up enough, I've had enough Red Bulls, I might just fucking throw something at him, kick him or something. I don't know. I mean, who knows? It's all just bravado, though, as well, innit? Like, when the security get involved and you see people saying, let me at him, let me at him. What's happening then? Fucking big nose. I'll intimidate the little fucking Ming. He's a muppet.
But for you, Darren, you're focused on, listen, whether this Carl Froch thing has got any legs or not, we don't really know. But you're focused in August, you're going to have a fight. And then whatever happens after that, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah, the train's running now, Cougar. Like everything's coming to the way it should have been coming. My managers have got everything in place. My team, we're all on the same page. Uh, as I say, like I'm just focused now. I haven't got no real injuries from the fight apart from my hand's a little bit bruised up. I don't know if you can see that, it's a little bit big still, but uh, yeah, and again, this could be my third Misfits main event. I'm just here keeping the shows going, accepting anyone, like whatever. I accepted the weight for the last fight a little bit high because I couldn't get no opponent. I probably shouldn't have fought that high of a weight, to be honest. I didn't really have no real weight cut. Like my prime weight now, the way my shape is and that, I'm like 85, 84 kg. So that's no more excuses for KSI to like accept the fight with me and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So everything, everything's perfect, mate. Oh my God, there was Arnie Slot there. I'm sure that was Arnie Slot. Was he away? Look like him.
Okay. All right. Listen, just to wrap up, obviously, I spoke to you after your fight in Derby last week. I mean, the names I mentioned to you were Mike Perry, Tommy Fury, etc., KSI, these kind of guys. But you're going to have a fight in August. I mean, Mike Perry, is that the most realistic one?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I thought it was Arnie behind me. He drives an Aston Martin, doesn't he? I thought it was him. I had to look properly then. Uh, yeah, he's fucking. Yeah, I hope Mike Perry, Jorge Masvidal, they're the two names I'm really gonna campaign for.
All right.
So yeah,
All right. Well, listen, yeah, just wanted the reaction to you, obviously, from Froch's video and kind of what's next for you. But yeah, um, we'll just see what happens.
yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Thank
All right, Darren,
you.
I'll let you crack on, mate. I appreciate your time as always.
Thank you. Nice one.
Uh, yeah, we'll definitely catch up soon, mate.
See you later, mate.
All right.
Bye, mate.
Top man.